everyone, I'm going to go over some cheer basics, just motions, and then we'll do a motion drill at the end that you guys can practice at home. So very first thing is cheer stance. And cheer stance is feet apart, wider than our shoulders, hands behind our back. We intertwine them like this behind our back, right? Ta-da! So cheer stance, and we always open to the right. So if we're in this position and I say cheer stance, you open to the right, nice and wide, okay? And then ready, we come together and we pop in from the right to the left. Boom. Cheer stance, ready. Now, I'm just gonna go through these motion drills with my feet together. At some point when we're doing our cheers, they could be wide, they could be together, we could be on a knee. There's all sorts of things that we could be doing. But this is just to run through what the motion should look like, what we should be looking out for, and how to keep them nice and tight and clean. Okay, so very first motion is going to be your high V. So our high V is just what it looks like. It's that nice V shape, okay? So with this high V, we don't want to be up here. We want to be nice and drop down. Our backs are straight, and see how I'm not way back here? I can see my fingers out of the corner of my eyes if I wiggle my fingers. So not too far back, not too far forward, just right here, nice and tight. Also, when we do our high Vs, we're looking for a cinnamon roll shape, not burritos, not baby cinnamon rolls, nice big cinnamon rolls, okay? And it should be like a ski slope, right? I can just boom right off the tip of it. So not cocked down, not cocked up, just perfectly straight. Nice and tight, right? High V. And then low V. And same thing, I'm out in front, I can see my fingers. I've got those big cinnamon rolls here. And when we transition from a high V to a low V, it's boom. Okay, we're not bending our arms to go down, we're not dropping to go down, we're here, boom, low V, high V, low V, right? And then out here to a T, it's that same nice cinnamon roll, and again, we're a little bit out in front of us, high V, low V, T, and then we're gonna transition into touchdowns. So our touchdowns go boom, right above our heads, right by our ears, okay? And these ones are baby cinnamon rolls. Right here, touchdown. And again, our wrists aren't cocked out, they're not cocked in, they're nice and straight up. We're not reaching towards one side, our arms are coming to our ears. High touchdown, or touchdown, low touchdown. And now they're big cinnamon rolls, right? So, high V, low V, T, touchdown, low touchdown. If we break this in half, boom, right here, nice and tight. Not chicken winged out, not super tucked in, just right here, nice and strong. This is a tabletop. Just like you could set things on your tabletop. Tabletop, okay? Touchdown, low touchdown, tabletop. And if we shoot this out, boom, just like this, nice and straight, not down here, not up here, just right in the middle. These are candlesticks, just as if you were holding candles. If you flip them like this, now they're buckets. Just like if we had a bucket in our hand, we would be holding them, okay? Touchdown right by your ears. Low touchdown. Tabletop, candlesticks, buckets. Perfect. Now, to the side we've got bow and arrow. Just like you're shooting a bow and arrow. With your T, you can come back just a little further on this one. Right, so here's your T. I would bring my bow and arrow back just a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more pronounced, right? High V, low V, T, bow and arrow, bow and arrow, broken T. Again, we're not low, we're not high, we're just right in the middle. There are broken high Vs, and sometimes we'll do the motions where it's high V, broken, shoot out, and you do want to keep them up. But this right here, this broken T, it's nice and high. Our fists are not this way, that way, the other, right in the middle, okay? There are diagonals where you go one side high, one side low, boom, boom. And again, that transition, see how this arm isn't moving at all? Same thing here, right? Boom, 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 okay? So if we were going to go through a drill that could be practiced at home, I would say we would go high V, clap. This is technically a clasp and this is a clap. Sometimes I use them interchangeably, and I will make that known when we're doing it. So clasp, and it makes a nice loud sound. Clap, it's a little bit different. Both of them, you're squeezing together and you're nice and high, right? There are some teams that clasp way up here. I don't really like that much. I like to keep it here so I can see your smiling faces, okay? So again, if we're gonna try those motion drills at home, I would say we do high V, clasp, low V, clasp, T, clasp, punch, clasp, punch, clasp, low, clasp, low, clasp. And then just keep going through them. Just see how you can make patterns and just transition. And sometimes some are easier to transition to, and you can just practice these instead of clasping in between. You can play with it a little bit and see what you like. And you can also practice using your legs too, where you scoot and see if you can keep those motions nice and tight, right? There's all sorts of things you can do. But once you get the basics, then you can just keep playing with them and make sure that your motions are looking good and add fun things. And you can try blades instead of cinnamon rolls. Sometimes we do this when we do our forward and back clasps, right? So there's all sorts of fun things that you can do to make it your own, okay? So let's run through them one more time. High V, low V, T, bow and arrow, right punch, left punch, low touchdown, tabletop, buckets, candlesticks, right, left, left. Put them together and see what you can do. Just make sure shoulders are down, everything's really nice and tight, everything's back, we're looking really athletic, everything's intentional, everything that we do. Cinnamon rolls when they need to be, baby cinnamon rolls when they need to be, and just keep practicing.